So come on in, take a sip, let's wind down. We got a Sunday grid and we're ready to get going with it. Finishing out that case of that wonderful Plavak, the Croatian wine. What a lovely thing to have had. And I can't wait to either find another, or maybe go buy another case of this one. It's really good. Just love that. Okay, let's hop into our grid. Let's see what we got here today. Looks like the title of this is Triple Features. Okay, and this is a Jerry McCauley's construction, edited by Joel Faliano. And Joel, by the way, constructed today's mini. If you don't usually do those, they're kind of fun. You ought to go give it a check out and see what you think. Let's go ahead and hop in. See what we got today. Yikes. Well, 4 letters, yikes. First thing my mind goes to is egad. Something that I don't think I've ever said in my entire life. Unless I was reading it, right? Subsides, maybe ebbs. That is a really good wine. I got to tell you, I love it. Island west of Komodo National Park, and I'm fairly certain that's Bali. Check it out, man. Well, I didn't mean to stop on this, but dig this, maybe? Marquee at the Triplex mistaken as a promo for Godzilla. Okay, all right. Walkway, and our question mark, maybe we're talking about a gate. Aquarium growth, probably algae. Fantasy football fodder, could be stats. And really? Maybe, is it? Is it? Hasten, old style, hi with your preparations. Pioneering computer. You know, it's always nice to see ENIAC make its way into these grids. It was for a long time just standard issue, all through the 90s it seems, but it kind of ebbs and flows, comes and goes. Bile, and I guess we're talking about ire, not the actual yellow stuff. Actor turned policeman Estrada, and I think that's Eric, and isn't that with a K? I don't know for sure. We have the Basque sport of Jailai maybe popping in here today, and partner of pride could be Joy. Nice, all right. Well, let's see here. Let's try to get back up and finish our top. E.T. the extraterrestrial. Okay, well, Italian sauce whose name sounds like a French stew, and I guess we're talking about a ragu. And a narrow inlet, real, I don't know just yet. Privy to, maybe in on, and a narrow inlet. Antonio Lopez de Santa Ana. Yes, that's right. Finally saw through a deception. Well, I don't know, maybe got wise, right? Kind of looking at that. Something seen framed in a Zoom background, perhaps. Wow, well, what do I have behind me? I guess we can talk about maybe awards. Let's see. Emasculates, maybe unmans. So I just got what is that too? Oh, I think I missed a typo. Got wise. I wanted it in there. It didn't look good. Rival of Forbes could be Ink. Marine Menace, definitely an orca, but man, they're beautiful animals, aren't they? But gosh, I wouldn't want to have to encounter one. I don't know what this is just yet, but I'm just assuming that this is a RIA for the narrow inlet. So many of those funny little words like that, you know, that you gotta kind of do your best to keep at the top of your mind when you're crosswording. Last word. Call to mind could be to evoke. And Marquee at the Triplex mistaken as a promo for Godzilla. maybe a big giant monster, but I'm not getting it. ER lines could be IVs or intravenous fluids. Last word, a final? I mean, I don't know. 0%. Probably not something. And Japanese art of flower arrangement. Oh gosh, why is that coming to me? This is Akinobo. Oh, I'll have to remember it. Star in Venus's orbit definitely could be Serena, and that's kind of a jab, isn't it? That's not fair. Honors for David Beckham and Leona Lewis, and I think they are in the order of maybe the order of the British Empire, maybe OBEs or MBEs. I'm not sure. I don't think it's Sir David or Dame Leona, so maybe OBEs. I don't know. If it doesn't work out, then this looks like 0 could be not one bit. That's a gamble. I admit it. It's a gamble. But you know what? Last word. Okay. Well, we'll have to come back to that. Really, futuristic microscopic machine, maybe a nanobot. And still, it's got me wondering. I'm trying to remember this word, and it's just killing me. Band whose name is sometimes rendered with a backward B, and I think we're talking about ABBA. And some old PCs could be IBMs. Let's see. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. This looks like Witness something. So we got a W here. Let's go back. From what place? Maybe whence. So, Essen exclamations. I just love that. Essen, Germany. Ach, du. A raccoon relative. A Kochi or something. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. We're talking about Edgar Allan Poe, and I think the Raven. Garden invader, maybe an aphid. Independence Day. This looks like it's trying to ask for a Hancock something. Okay. Let's see. Having had a few bites, say maybe itchy. Royal could be to churn. Mon Dieu, my God. Very nice. Having a fair share of our French in here today. Let's try to get up here to the northeast and wrap this up. It can bust one's bracket. You know, an upset would fit. Island strings. Okay. 10th of 24. Well, if that's an alphabetical thing, it would be the Greek alphabet, and that would be Kappa. Okay, let's see. Blank Island, designated historic site for both New York and New Jersey, and that is an interesting tale. There was a story about that a few years back in the New Yorker that I found fascinating, that it kind of belongs to both. But very interesting. We're talking about like Ellis Island here. And island strings. Maybe it's a ukulele, maybe a uke. I don't know. Let's see. It can bust. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put an upset here. I mean, there's no reason not to at this point. Assignment could be a task. Larger than life could be epic. Bandmate of Keith Richards, I'm assuming, for 60 plus years would be Mick Jagger. And that guy really is just a rock star to the core. I mean, he's got like a 20-inch waist and just doing the splits, belting it out. And what is he? He's got to be, what, 80-something? He's amazing. Amazing dude. Cause of a hung jury, maybe a split vote. And, okay. Ingredient in some lipsticks, pizza dough, and biodiesel. Maybe palm oil? I don't know that. If we're right, that's interesting to know, I guess. Palm oil. Harsh. 6 letters. All I can really come up with is brutal. And that is pretty harsh, right? Sensitive subject, maybe a sore spot. So we had a big giant monster up top. So witness alien arrival. Witness alien arrival, maybe? I don't know. I mean, it's not arrival. Ending with teen, maybe ager. Grave words, obviously eulogy. That's I guess a lie. Chemist's punny observation. Pretty funny, actually. Small laugh that spelled itself out. So, just for grins and giggles, just go on down here and put in the he. So this is one of those he things. I don't know. Too cutesy for me, I think. Let's just get back on track here. Okay. D-Day craft, probably be an LST. Just one letter choice away from a trippy experience. Island rings. I'm assuming these would be lays. Hancock signs the paper. Is this an H? Sported? Sure. Hat on. Man, that kind of works. Center could be the midst. Mediterranean condiment. Aioli. Seasoned rice dish could be a pilaf. So, yeah, I think this maybe signs the paper, but I don't know for sure. I mean, and I'm not quite understanding what the theme is yet. I mean, it's got this triple features, but give a lecture. If that's an S, that could be to scold. And do a quick check what this is. How about a clue? Okay, so, all right, we're right on it. A small brook could be a rill, maybe. Illness with chill sounds like ague. One of my favorite poems by Ezra Pound. Let's see, the jazz singer Cleo, and I guess that's Cleo Lane. We got here Sam Raimi. Okay, cool. Okay, feeling good. Liturgical vestment could be a stole. Could be. Voting day, abbreviated, maybe Tuesday, because that's what we do. Suitor of Christine in the Phantom of the Opera, and that is Raoul. Listing agent's condition, perhaps sold as is. Maybe. I mean, maybe, right? You know what we need? We need more wine. Yes. That hit the spot. Okay, rush hour. I don't know why I've got a thumb up happening on my screen there. That was crazy. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe is this a G word after hidden or political? Maybe an agenda. So what is that? Publishing VIPs? Okay, yeah. Editors. So it could be like tangled, I guess. Ankle bones. Probably tally. So I'm thinking this is tangled, and I'm thinking over here this may be traffic. But I don't know what else is in there, and still need to check them. Apt name for a veterinarian? No idea. Okay, novelist whose name is synonymous with nightmarish absurdity, and that's got to be Franz Kafka. At sea, maybe lost. All right. And let's see, unspoken could be tacit, as in that tacit approval. Lift ticket purchaser, maybe a skier. And modern HR initiative, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Athletes out of character performance could just be an off day. And one in a line at a grocery store. I'm just assuming we're talking about carts now. And insomnia, so it's not even a chance. I guess the apt name for a veterinarian could be a cat. So cats, yeah, it's probably a pretty good name for a veterinarian. Well, why not? Unsafe. So, okay. Captain and Tennille. The Tennille of Captain and Tennille. And isn't her name Tony? And he's like a Chuck or something, right? I don't even know. I think this might be out, right? Like both, if like you can think about a safe, you know, you put something in a safe and you take it out of the safe. Maybe you've unsafed it. It's no longer in the safe. Also, you're not safe if you're out like playing baseball. So I guess that's what this could all boil down to. Connections could be ends. Let's do this thing. Oh, God, who knows? Let's just get back up here and try to go in some sort of order. Let's see. Kind of shell that's easily broken. And we've got an O at the end. Assuming hat on is correct, I guess we should be talking about a taco shell, and they are pretty easy to break. Happy birthday writer sometimes. I see maybe an icer is in the person who puts the icing on the cake. I mean, is that their job title? Chief Icer? I mean, I don't know. It just seems like some crossword stuff, slightly on the inelegant side, but if it's a real deal, then fine. I don't know. What do I know? I'll look it up. Feature of some English gardens, and I'm assuming this would be a maze. And calorie-rich cake could be a tort. So this may be tangled frozen traffic. Big giant monster. Witness alien arrival. Hancock signs the paper. Tangled frozen traffic. Sometimes I'll do the grid and I'll get everything right, and then I still won't get it. Like I don't get it, you know. And this is maybe one of those that's kind of working its way. You know, a woodworking tool could be a rasp. Like golden eagles vis-a-vis bald eagles in the United States. I guess they're rarer. Claim on an egg carton. Well, we got that FR, so maybe free range. I don't know. We can check it. Nag could be to pest. Nobility. Maybe the peerage. And let's see, woolly pack animals. Llamas, maybe? What do we got here? Sarah Seidel, long-time role in CSI. I mean, I guess. Seen that in there before. Never seen CSI. I don't watch much TV, but when I do watch TV, it's got to be like something good, like a movie, or it's got to be a series that I like. I just really wish we just had a never-ending dose of Downton Abbey. God, I do. Person with attachment issues, perhaps. An emailer? So what do you do for a living? I'm an emailer. Aid blank mnemonic device. I guess we're looking for an aide memoire. Aide memoire. So Bryn Mawr grad. It's gonna be an alumnum. It's been all women's colleges. Sky shade. Well, I'm assuming this could be azure. Blue? Ooh, I don't feel too good about it. Devilish cartoon character, probably the Tasmanian devil, and shooting marble. Is that a taw? I don't know for sure. I never played marbles as a kid. insomnia, wired, sleeper's misery. This is a huge gamble, but why not? Put it in. Let's see. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll eat the crow, but if I'm right, it gives me extra cool points, right? Creator of colorful crafts. Oh, I have no idea. Rubik of puzzle cube fame. Isn't that Erno? I can never seem to remember how to spell his name because the detergent brand could be ERA. Overseas refusals. Starting with an N. 4 letters. I'd go with non. The French. But we could put 9s in there. NEINS for nose in German. We could also fit in nyets from the Russian for no. And this looks like it could be a Crayola, doesn't it? Let's see. Barely made without, maybe eked. And poke bowl ingredient. Okay. If we're talking about if that's a nyet, which it looks like it is, because I think eked out is right. Let's go ahead and just do the nyets, and then we'll put tuna in for the poke bowl. Otherwise, it could be rice or something, right? But I wasn't going to be able to make that work. So Sex in the City, something hookup, I guess. All right, so I think this is creator of colorful crafts. Creator, though, so I think it's Crayola, not crayons, but I don't know. We got Lena Horne making an appearance. Over communicate, I guess spam. Novelist Johnson, 2012 Pulitzer Prize, and it's Adam. Okay, so feel better about that. Are any of y'all also total nerds on like the Pulitzer Prizes and the Nobels and stuff? I mean, I'm all about that, right? Emmys, Oscars, Grammys, Tonys, just all of it, Origin could be the root. And the strife is blank, the battle done, the strife is o'er. Oh, no, you had that right. Don't make a mess of this thing. Let's do this thing. Maybe I'm ready. Okay, well, good for you. Let's just be ready then. Let's get on it. Hexad. Hexad, I guess, could be a sextet. Let's see what we got here. Variety could be a type. Barbershop sound. Girl's name that sounds like 2 adjacent letters. I guess ED. So I guess a snip could come from a barbershop. Moving day leftovers. Probably boxes. Sweeties. Informally. Don't know. Bays, maybe. Sex in the City. This looks like they're looking for a Manhattan hookup. Okay, and maybe base. All right, so Texas A&M athlete, got them Aggies, man. They're always making their way in. Secreted could be hid. What do we got down here? Detritus at the bottom of a bag of bagels. Okay, there we go. All right, so Baja resort town familiarly. How about Cabo San Lucas? Quite often could be a lot. And coral islets. Oh, maybe K's. Oh, that's not a very good word for me. I'm holding nothing back could be all in. Welcome, introduction. I guess you are your. And that's Nedlow, the famed English pirate. We've got a mount as the steed. And now we got to go up here and figure this out because I cannot remember this for the life of me. And so we're probably going to be wrong on the first thing. But we can probably just change the vowel out, assuming I haven't misspelled anything else in here. So last word. Finos, finas. And is that? Okabana or Akabana? I'm going to have to remember this. We'll just start with an A and see what we got. Nope, we're not there. So let's keep trying. Maybe. No. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. Now we know. So we've got a 24-minute, 16-second grid. Let's go ahead and open up and admire our puzzle because got a lot to go through. So I guess last word, fini, makes sense. Went with that. Honestly, it wasn't. I don't remember running into a whole lot of anything that was all that unelegant or inelegant, I should say. Basically, when you're dealing with a puzzle, construction this enormous, and it's an enormous grid, you're gonna find some spots where you're gonna have to throw in, something awful, right? But it wasn't that bad, and at least the clues made up for a lot of those 3 and 4 letter yucks, right? And so good stuff all the way around. I mean, this was a fun Sunday grid. I obviously have a lot to learn about Ikebana. I need to add that to my repertoire, so I will do that along with all of my other assignments from the weekend. And in the meantime, I'll go ahead and toss this guy on out of here. And while we're at it, go ahead and bring down the see you later slide because it's probably that time. And with that, until we see you tomorrow for the Monday grid, the Monday mini, and the Monday Guardian. And the Guardian, that's the next one I got to do. And boy, that one yeah. There's something about British lingo and jargon that's so difficult for me. It's just not something I speak normally, and so therefore it's always a real challenge, but we'll see about that shortly. In the meantime, until we see you tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Bis später, bis morgen, bis dann. Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, servus, grüß Gott, ciao, Cin-Cin. Be good to yourselves, be great to your neighbors, and be especially nice to the fellow behind you in line. You take care now, we will see you tomorrow. Be well.